Welcome back to Shearwater. $14 mils. I'm in. Right, the words of Lisa Ann, the noodle is in. Come on, come say how you're getting on. One in a bream, and what foot, what depth was that bream on?
12 foot.
Oh God, guys. Now this is a big fish for this water. Well, you absolute legends, welcome back to Shearwater. I'm back here for part 2 and trying to get that 30-pounder out of here. I think they are in here. We know there's 28s, 29s, there's a big old mirror in here. It's a big old lump. And today we're going zigs only. And if you watch my channel for a while, you'll know I absolutely hate zigs. But considering how terrible part 1 went.
The session's been, I was thinking to myself, like if I was here on my own, I'd probably cry.
To adjust my what I'm confident in and just fish something that I'm not confident in, because everyone keeps saying zigs are the way to go. In fact, we've got Joe next door from Carpology. I think he's doing the same thing. So there's a lot of boys out here doing all the same thing on the zigs. Bit of sloppy mix over the top in a minute, but first things first. Obviously, when I got up here at 8 o'clock this morning, got the rods out. Right, I'm just about to whack out the 12-foot zig. It'll be a black one, but I'm just going to soak it in the old trustworthy flat spot. This rod's got to go out on the left-hand side. Got to get it out there, got to hit the 25 wraps. That is deep. That is deep out there. Soft land, so that's definitely silt that's on top on. So for now, I'm gonna get the bivvy up. Obviously, there's an absolute bombshell over there at the moment. Get the bivvy up over there, get set up. And then tomorrow, we've got Sonny and Matt coming down as well.
Right, so I was fishing on the lawns for this 48-hour session and found a lovely smooth silty area at 20 wraps out towards some lighter coloured reeds and a big silver tree. All 3 rods were on zigs, 2 being fixed at 12 foot and 8 foot. With these longer zigs, I find placing the foam on a bucket behind you like this and helps avoid those tangles or leaf pickups. For one of the zigs, I decided to try a Fox adjustable one, straight out the packet where I could experiment with different depths over time. After whacking out that adjustable, I tried to take in some of the shearwater scenery. However, that rod had other ideas.
My adjustable I just put out, something on the end of that, it's bouncing. I've literally just put the adjustable out, put it to about 12 foot. Bloody hell, that's a hell of a start, isn't it? Just sums up zig fishing for me. First cast with a Fox adjustable zig on, 12 foot depth, get a bite straight away, and gets me in a snag, snags me up on an underwater rock or something, or a branch, and it's just totally just snapped the line. Cut me off. Right, let's get another one on there. Ah, bloody zigs, eh? I just really don't have much luck with them, but we'll get some sloppy spot. I haven't put the bivvy up after that bite. Haven't put the bivvy up. The rod's back out on another adjustable at the same depth, 12 foot. Got it there ready to go. I got an 8 foot one out there on that same spot, so I'm just gonna, so I've got 12 foot and 8 foot, put some slop over the top of them, see if they even go off. Let's try and get another bite. Right, so I've got the bivvy up now, nice and cozy. I've got a little home set up, next 48. Still don't know about this hat. I still feel like a proper mug in it. Zigs, man. Bloody zigs. Can't believe it. Literally, it was seconds after I put that adjustable out, I had a bite. It wasn't long at all, and I thought, obviously, I'll put it straight back out there on the spot. I'm gonna go check it in a minute, because you think in winter, they'd all be shoaled up in the same spot, and it hasn't gone off again. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring in that in a bit, but on the left rod I'm going to bring in, that's at 25 wraps, that's on a 12 foot, put it out on the same spot where I've just put a few spoms of like sloppy mix. I'll go through the sloppy mix later, and then yeah, move the middle rod, which is on an 8 foot, back out to deep water, and I'll do that 25 and then put the other one at 20 back on the spot. So yeah, with zigs you just got to keep bringing them in every hour, because I just don't trust they haven't tangled in the air, sort of thing. And of course I finally get a protein shake. I had a pizza at 5 AM this morning. How bad is that? At least there's a positive sign. The fish are active and the fish are feeding. Just got to find them again, and we're gonna get one on the bank. I'm determined this time. Absolutely determined. Can't let this place beat me again. Can't do it. Right, so I've just put 10, 12 more spoms out right on the spot. Hopefully the sloppy mix can bring them in. I'm hoping they can. It's gonna be tough. It's weird, it's just so frustrating. Typical zig fish, isn't it? Losing the first one. Talk about a photo bomber. Do you come in? Come on, come say how you're getting on.
I'm getting on.
Yeah, I wonder if you guys know this guy.
Have you had the Vincent up and gone?
No.
In which case I'm doing better than he is.
Yeah, he is. You've had one, haven't you?
One and a bream.
One and a bream. And what foot, what depth was that bream on?
12 foot.
12 foot.
Yeah, I can't say I was targeting it.
And what had a bit of commotion, wasn't it? It was like 2 rods.
Right, the one that went off was actually the other rod, so it picked up the static 12 foot, swam through my adjustable, made the adjustable go off, so I struck that, and then you came up and gave me
Yeah.
absolute nightmare.
Made me run, Joe. I'm not used to cardio. That's
It did
it.
take you a while.
I know it did. Did you hear the elephant noise when I was coming over? Like, but yeah, you're just here for the day, aren't you?
Yes, I'm trying to
And
add
we're-
a bit more stuff to the
Yeah, we are fishing quite similar tactics. We're both on zigs, both at 12 foot. He's ripping up. He's had one already. I've lost one. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully between us we'll get a few out. And I think that the bailiff said there's 3 shoals here. So if I can nail one of those shoals, then that's going to be ideal. Because I said I want to get that big hit. I want to get the big hit from there and maybe see if there's a 30 in there. Oh dear. Right. Let's get back to it.
After swapping the adjustable zig for a fixed 12 foot one, I whacked them both back out on the 20 wrap spot. With the day quickly slipping away, my mind turned to what I was going to do for when darkness rolled in.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know where the time goes in winter, isn't it? I've got here at like 8, got the rods out about, well, a rod out about 9. It's flown by, it's already like 1:30, and to think in winter it gets dark in like 3 hours, which is an absolute joke. I think I'm gonna put a bit of bottom bait out there, maybe 10 spoms, just leave it there, and put some, put Ronnie's out tonight, 2 rods on Ronnie's tonight, on the old pickerings, and then leave one, I think I'll leave the 8 foot zig out. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan of action. Like get that slop just covers you, doesn't it? Let's get some more slop out. Slop, slop, slop. So, actually, tell you what, I'm going to show you the slop. This is what I've got in it. This is my slop. As you can see, it looks like probably what the Dollars downstairs regions looks like right now. It's literally just porridge oats, breadcrumb, condensed milk and water. Oh, and there's also a bit of carbon-based bloodworm extract in there, which is brilliant because you can actually see, there's one there, actually see some of the bloodworms in that. See that little bloodworm there on top? Lovely. So I've got bits of bloodworm in there, and this is just pure slop. If I just show you what it looks like in the margin, look at this. Look at this for a sloppy mix. Look at that cloud. And the best thing about this, guys, is that it's cheap as anything. Let's get it all out. Well, not all of it. Let's get a bit of it out. Oh, baby, I look away. Right, I'm gonna put 10 of this out. This is just leftovers what I had for part 1. Get it out there. Just some bait on the bottom. So if anything comes in tonight and starts grabbing around, it can pick it up. Obviously you can see it's not much. It's literally chopped up some OG fruit and nuts there, all ground up. Some maples in there, some sweet corn, some hemp, and there's some oh, what's it called? Maize. There you go. Can't believe I forgot that. They're all bits, all particle, not much actual food. Right, I'm gonna get 10 spoons of that out. Some mesh bags. As a lot of you will know, I can't cast out a pickering rig without a little mesh bag of freebies on the end. So I'm putting some OG fish. Parker Baits OG fish, 15, well I think they're 14 mils. I'm in. Oh. For God's sake, how like me is that? Unbelievable. Rod's going, rod tips bouncing around, bobbin's pulled right up tight, nothing, absolutely nothing on the end of it. I'll leave the zigs on as long as I can. I'm just going to prep the Ronnie rigs ready for the bottom fishing, just leave them overnight. Hopefully I'll be able to pick one up. I think I'm about putting pop-ups on because it's on silk. Absolutely gutted. I'm starting to think I really do have a curse with zigs. Unbelievable. Pickerins, I'm going to put on actually pink. I'm going to put a pink pop-up on. It's going to be the OG fish pop-ups I'm going to use. Obviously 14 mil. And remember guys, as always, if you want to save a bit of money, if you want to order some Parker baits, use my code CHUNKY and that'll get you 10% off. Gotta love a bit of saving a bit of money these days, guys.
After prepping the pickering rigs, which were now ready to go, it was a waiting game before darkness rolled in to see if my luck with zigs could change.
Okay, it's 3:30. Then calling it a day on the zigs. So I'm going to bring 2 of them in, to the 2 12-foot ones. Bring them in, get the pickerins on, get them wrapped up, get them out there, back on that baited spot. Hopefully we'll be able to pick one off during the night. Hopefully the ever trustworthy pickering will give us a fish.
Whilst putting on the pickering rigs, I had an unexpected visit from 2 officers.
Hello gents.
Oh, yeah. I'm just coming for the environment age. Just checking your rod license.
Yeah,
okay,
sure,
please.
no worries. Let's see if I get it up.
Thank you. Any good?
Oh mate, I've lost one. Lost one, hooked on a zig. Went around there, there's underwater snag.
This goes to show how important it is to keep your fishing licences up to date, lads, as the EA officers certainly do come and check. It was a nice easy process to which the 2 officers were very polite, and it was very nice to actually see the checks being carried out.
That's the first time I've ever in like 4 years seen you guys. It's quite nice that you're doing it. Like.
We are about. Yeah, we are about.
Yeah, it's good to see you boys down here.
Yeah, well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
You take care. You have a good one.
Take care, boys. Take care.
After the EA licence check, I got the pickerins out onto the spot, where the bait from the sloppy mix and little bit of particle I'd put out throughout the day should be nicely surrounding the hook baits.
Right, that is it. That is all 3 rods set for the night. Not much more I can do now. So 2 have been brought in, taken the zigs off, put the solid mesh bags on with a pickering rig, and hopefully the bottom baits can steal me a bite tonight.
After getting ready to settle in for the approaching night, I didn't have to wait long before a bit of action. And take note guys, never be too quick to judge what's on the end of your rod.
Okay, that is all the rods out. I keep saying it. That is... Please, I think I'm in. But I think it's a f***ing bream. Please don't be a bream. Really? I think I've got a bream. Wait. Wait. This is a tough one, lads. I don't know if it's a bream or not. Could well be. Or it could be a small carp. This might be a carp, you know, unless it's snagged in something. I want to get it off that ledge. I think this might be a carp. I think this could be a carp. Is this it? Is this gonna be it? Oh God, about time. Oh, we've got one in the net, boys. We've got one in the net. Right, let's get it sorted. Fly. Guys, the blanks at Shearwater are over. Woo. We're off the mark, and it was the fruit and nut 40mm or 15mm pink pop-up, and with a little mesh bag of freebies around it. It was OG fish in the mesh bag. There you go. This little girl is about £10, and it's my first carp of 2024. Absolutely over the moon with this. So like I said, it's also my first carp on fruit and nut. I haven't had a fish off a fruit and nut hook bait before. This is my first one. First one of 2024. Shearwater. Look at that. I've got a nice little, got a split in the tail. Got a lovely little black spot on the side there. What a lovely little thing. You are most welcome. And makes a change from all the sodding bream in here. And that was off the bottom bait, like I said. Right, well the rod's back out, it's back on the spot. Hopefully we have a few more and we'll get this beautiful little thing back into that lovely cold water. Hopefully we'll have a few more in the night. Right, little bit.
After landing that gorgeous mirror, my confidence going into the night had changed. And maybe, just maybe, I'd be able to land its bigger sister.
Well, good morning everyone. What a chaotic night. After you saw that first fish I got just as it got dark, the night was active. So after literally not too long, probably about an hour and a half after I put that one back that you guys have already seen, managed to get in another three carp, and it was absolutely chaotic. 2 were cricket back common, so they're probably both under £10. So what I did, I didn't actually bother getting them out of the water. I've just unhooked them in the net and let them go. Carp number, oh, I'm slipping. Oh, it's fucking risky doing that. Carp number 3 in there. That's it's a little cricket back common. Come on, off you go. I know you want to stay. This is the most ungraceful. I'm gonna have to knock him out. No, not like that, obviously. There you go. And he's gone. But the second fish was a special one. The second fish was a big girl. Take a look at this. Oh God, guys. Now this is a big fish for this water. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous creature. Look at that. That is a 23-pound, 4-ounce bit of beauty, that, isn't it? Look at the scales on that. 23-pound, 4-ounce. And again, it come off the left rod, off the bottom bait, Parker baits, fruit and nut. Fruit and nut pop up. Absolutely over the moon with that one. Big old apple slices on her. It's not the 30, but I don't care. That has been some hard graft for this fish. Real hard graft, constant spotting out. We obviously thought she's ice cold. Here's the other side. Clearly thought the zigs were going to be all the action today, but actually it's the bottom baits. It's the bottom baits that have done it. What a beautiful fish. Absolutely over the moon, guys. Second fish of 2024, and the 15mm fruit and nut doing the job again. Doing the job again. I think Sonny's on his way. We're gonna get some photos because it's one of the bigger fish in here. 23-pound, gorgeous lump. All right, big lad. There he goes. Go on. That's the margin. Straight into the margin. That'll do, mate.
What a mate.
Yeah! You best hurry up. Get here tomorrow, mate. Get in on the fun. What an amazing capture that was. Proper long leap fish, that. Very nice. Not quite that 30, but still a hell of a chunk for this place. God, this sun's bright, isn't it? This is going to make me the most ginge I think I've ever looked in my life. Look at this. Plan of action today. I've already brought the rods in, and what I've done, I've taken 2 of the pickerings off, and I've actually put the zigs back on, because as you can see, the sun is glaring today. And there's a bit of high pressure, so I am thinking zig, zig, zig. As much as I hate them, I am obviously under the curse of the zig at the moment. One day I will break it, and you never know, that could be today. It could be a 30-pounder on the end. And then I've also just left one bottom bait on just for now to see if they're still mulching around there. Let's see what we can get out. Come on, the carp. And a couple taps. Not quite sure which rod. Just about to put my pot noodle on. Oh God, now I look like a ginger Ewok. Maybe I should put the hood down. Yeah, I don't know which rod. Well, those beeps turned into a drop back, boys, and I'm actually in. I thought it was a bream, but it's actually a carp. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it in without mucking up my other lines. Right, see if I can get this in. Another bite I thought was a bream, and it's an absolute chunk. There you go, there's the fruit and nut pink pop up in there. Is that the same fish? No, it's a different mirror. The other one had a scale missing at the top. That's a chunk. Right, the bite that I thought was a bream, guys. Turns out it wasn't a bream. I just want to double check something, because if it's what I think, this is gonna be nuts. No, it's a different fish. Okay, right, this is actually a different fish to what I had earlier, but it's pretty similar weight. It's 23 pound, 4 ounce, and look at this. Oh, for a mirror. There you go, look at that. 23 pound, 4 ounce, a little bit bigger than the last one. I actually thought it was the same fish when it went in the net, which is a bit nuts. Proper big, fat chunk. Absolutely love it. Absolutely over the moon. This is off the bottom again on the fruit and nut pop up, doing the damage as always. What a lovely fish. Absolute stunner of a mirror. I generally thought it was the same fish, but it looks like it's different. As soon as it weighed similar as well, and it hasn't got that split tail in there. Oh, over the moon, guys. So this is the 5th fish for me, and I thought it could be zigs all day, but it looks like it's actually, they're on the bottom still. So I've got the rod back out, see if it goes off again. I'll show you the other side quickly. Here's you go. There you go. Look at that. What a lovely, lovely shearwater day it is today. Just goes to show that hard work last night paid off with all the spotting in the wind and the rain. 2 20s of the trip. Perfect. Well, what do you know? I'm so used to catching bream. I think every bloody soft bite's a bream. How wrong you are. And that was a different fish. Different fish. And it's pretty much spot on the same weight. 23.4, 23.5, depending on the scales bouncing. Still not quite that 30, but this shows to show there's so much potential in here for them to grow. And I know there's a big mirror in here, about 29, 28. Fact, I haven't even got my pot noodle on yet, and I've got to have a bit of energy before bombing out again. I feel hanging, guys. Oh, I shouldn't moan though. This is what we're gonna miss, isn't it? That hanging feeling when you've been up all night, catching, and you've got all the graft to do. But the solid graft obviously pays off with working the swim, keeping the bait going in. So the cloudy spod porridge oats are going in soon, over the top of the zigs and that bottom bait. But first of all, energy, calories, pot noodle.
While smashing in that pot noodle, my mind wandered to something that must have crossed all of our minds at some point.
Should these actually be called pot noodles? It's really a cup noodle, isn't it? It's not really a pot. Our pot. Oh, hello. Hello. That's all right. What's food? Hello. Hello. Ooh. So I got some food. Whoa. Right. The words of Lisa Ann, the noodle is in. It's time to get cracking. Let the spotting begin.
The plan was to go beast mode on the spotting, but I quickly ran into a problem.
Trying to put a few out. I put about 10 out for now, but it's so bright. I'm just using the lines. Using the lines to actually guide me where I was spotting, where the lines are directing. It's too bright. Look, I can't see shite what I'm casting to. So yeah, calling that one. Let the sun dip a bit and then I'll get the more spot out there.
Whilst meeting some more of the locals, my mate Sonny.
What is that blowtorch?
It's like fire.
You brought a blowtorch to I thought you were joking, mate. That's an actual blowtorch.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll do then. Oh, I thought that was one bag.
And Pete.
He pulls out this bag and goes, I'm gonna have a pack of oysters.
Had arrived. Pete was fishing at 20 wraps out toward open water with all rods and zigs, while Sonny was targeting the ramp in line with the big tree on the horizon. He was fishing bottom baits. It was awesome to fish with these lads again, as it had been far too long and this social was well overdue. After my 18th meal of the day, the light was quickly fading. And with that light fading, I had to make a big call.
Been about half 2 o'clock. Well, half 2 o'clock? Half 2 now. I'm just done some grub. Boys are getting their rods out. Sonny's actually just seen one. First bit of life out, but out quite far. 25 plus wraps to the middle. They're going to carry on with zigs though, but with me, because my spot did so well on the bottom, I'm sacking the zigs off, guys. Gonna sack them off, bring in the rods, put them all on bottom baits, get some bait back out there, get ready for this evening. Right, before I whack this one out, I'll show you the pickering rig that's been doing the damage so far. It's this. Quite nice and simple to pop up on there with a Ridge Monkey sinker at the top. And I think the pop-ups are working quite well because we're obviously fishing over a nice silk bed, and so it pops up quite nicely over the silt. Any of that porridge oats, any of the slop, any of the park I put out earlier on, that's all buried in the silt and they're snuffling around at least, and they're getting a bit competitive. They'll see that popping up above the rest and hopefully diving down on it, and it seems to be working like a treat. Been quiet today, but like yesterday it was really quiet until the actual sun went down, so hopefully when the sun goes down we'll get a few more bites and actually get a few more fish on the bank. Right, that's all of our rods out, we're all set. Gonna let the sun go down, hopefully the action picks up when that sun goes down, but it does feel colder tonight than it did yesterday. And we'll enjoy social and get a fire on, and I'll eat this really small bag of oysters.
With all the rods set on the bottom, the light quickly slipped away. The temperatures drastically dropped to 0 degrees as the night rolled in, so keeping warm and comfortable was vital. However, it didn't take long for the fruit and nut pop-ups to work their magic. This gorgeous mirror was the 6th fish to pay me a visit on the bank. A really lovely fish which was easily identifiable from the missing top half of its fin on the tail. Another one shortly followed, and as you're about to see, this was the most calm, relaxed mirror I have ever had on the bank.
Right, guys, number 7 for me, and it's an absolute stunner. Oh, probably just over 10 pound. Easy. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, so it's just been nutmeg for a fish. He tried to. He's trying to get away.
I thought he was going to fuck over down there.
It's fake.
Oh my god.
Right. So, number 7 for me. Absolute stunner. Here we go, he's got to go again. Absolute stop it. He's fighting more. Oh, for God's sake. Absolute stunner of a mirror. It's probably just over 10 pound. I'm laughing because I've got the jackals behind me. Laughing at this fish that we actually thought was a bream when it actually took the bait because it was such a soft bite. My hands are freezing as well. Jesus. Right, okay. My hands. The what?
Let me wink at my
Tell you, you've had some fun candy. There you go. I can't do it. I can't do it. This guy's just not. He's not letting me, mate. Why are you not behaving? You came in so soft. I thought you were.
He's gonna be covered.
Right before I was gonna go to bed. Right, come on, it's up. Number 7. Here you go. Right, behave, good guy. Well done. Right, number 7. We thought it was a bream. On the bottom bait, fruit and nut pop up, Parker baits, doing the job again. Right. I want to get it back because this fish is causing me nightmares now.
Stay of you. That fish is like, quick, get me back.
Off the floor. Have to use the bucket. Tell you what, actually, that's what we're going to do. We need the bucket. Oh. This is the casting without looking where you're casting. Didn't hit the clip. That was a bit silly.
Thomas.
You alright? Are you at work right now?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
Take you home again. Naughty, naughty.
Where have you put this? Where have you put it, you little You gonna keep playing?
We gotta find another song first. That's all we got.
That's all you got? Pathetic, mate. What have you done?
It's outside your bivvy.
It's outside my baby. It sounds like it's inside my baby. Arsehole. Well, good morning everyone. We've woken up on my last morning here to an absolute cracker of a sunrise. This is why I love Shearwater. It's bloody gorgeous. Look at that. That horizon. What a place. So yeah, when it went dark last night, obviously Pete and Sunny are here. When it went dark, I managed to steal one. It was another little small mirror. Pete managed to get one as well. Then probably about another 12-pound mirror graced my net. But yeah, it was good to have that. So that's another 2. So that was my 7th fish. Good result. And then Sunny had a nice common to top it off. So we've all caught. But for the rest of the night, it was dead quiet. The temperatures have really dropped. As you can see, everything's frosted up and frozen over this morning. I think it's turned them off a bit. Quest for the 30 there has come to an end. We did get some big chunks in this session. We had a brace of 23-pounders, both big, gorgeous mirrors, lovely condition. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It just shows you can get some big lumps from it. I hope you enjoyed the watch, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to slow pack down now. I've got to be off early. It's already nearly 8 o'clock, so I've got to get out of here, pack everything up, get on the road. And I hope you've enjoyed this series. Please like and subscribe to the channel, comment below, let me know how you get on down Shearwater and if you know if there's a 30 in there. Always remember guys, drop your guts, grab your nuts and get on the bank. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.